Okay, let's look at certain terms we use with polynomials. The first one is the constant term, and the constant term means the number with no variable. Number with no variable. Okay. The leading term means the term with the largest degree, and the leading coefficient, that word coefficient just means the number, so the number of that leading term. So let's go ahead and look at this first one, 3x squared plus 5x cubed. The constant term, well, there is none. There is no number that's by itself with no variable, so we would say none. The leading term means what is the term with the largest exponent, and that's 5x cubed. This is degree 3, so this would be the leading term. So we would write 5x cubed. The leading coefficient is what is the number of that leading term, and that's 5. So let's look at the second one, 7a plus 5. The constant term, or the number that doesn't have a variable attached to it, is this positive 5. Always look at the sign in front. And the leading term, this is degree 1, and so the leading term is just 7a. And the leading coefficient, or the number of that leading term, is just 7. So simplifying, it says combine like terms and put in descending order. So first I always look to see if I have any like terms. And I'm starting it in descending order. I look through, and the highest exponent I see is this 3x cubed. And you take the sign in front of it, it's positive. So I'm going to write this positive 3x cubed first to write it in descending order. Next, after x cubed, we should have x squared, and I have 2. I have 5x squared and then a negative 7x squared. So when I combine those two, 5 minus 7 is negative 2x squared. Then let's look at our x terms. I have a positive 3x minus 8x. Remember, I'm not solving, I'm just combining these on the same side, so I don't change any signs. It's just what is 3 minus 8? That's negative 5, so negative 5x. And then the last thing I have is this constant term, negative 9. Okay, so we've combined like terms and written it in descending order. Example 2 says find the value of x squared plus 3x minus 5 when x equals negative 3. So what that means is I'm plugging in negative 3 for x and solving, and you can do this right on your calculator. I'm going to go ahead and write it out. So negative 3 squared, remember this is in parentheses, you're squaring this whole thing, so that's a positive 9. And then 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 minus 5. And when you do this, you'll just get negative 5 as your answer. So that's the solution. The last example says the stopping distance of a car in feet after the brakes are applied is given by x plus x squared over 20, where x is the speed of the car. Always see what the units are for your variable, and x is speed in miles per hour. Find the stopping distance for a car that had been traveling 40 miles per hour. So I have my speed, and that's what I'm plugging in for x. So I'm plugging in 40 plus 40 squared divided by 20. That's supposed to be squared. Let me just fix that. Okay, so 40 raised to the second power. I can do that. Okay, so I'm going to use the calculator over here. And because of the type of calculator I'm using, I'm going to do it in the 40 squared first. In your calculator, you could probably put it all in at once. Just make sure you put the 40 squared divided by 20 in parentheses. So I'm going to do the 40 squared first, divided by 20, and add 40 to it. And I get 120. Okay. So I get 120. And then just look at the units, and it's feet. So 120 feet.